No idea it was already up here, so that's new.
As summer vacations are winding down, are Pennsylvanians bringing the Zika virus back home? Why the CDC says our state ranks in the top 10 for travel-transmitted Zika. And a man is charged for murdering a Penn State professor who went missing. Tonight, the bizarre story that led to him being pushed off an 80-foot cliff. Thanks for being with us tonight. I'm Lara Greenberg. All your news starts right now.
Live from Central Pennsylvania, this is CBS 21 News at 11.
And tonight we start you with CBS 21 first warning weather. I mean, it's the weekend. You got to know what's on the way, right? Well, a gorgeous start, as you've already figured out here, to our weekend. We had a great day. Clear skies tonight, that gorgeous full moon as well. So here's where we start the weekend. Let me walk you through it here because we're fine as we start out tomorrow morning, some sunshine. But notice, see all that white? That's all that moisture coming back. We're going to see that as a mostly cloudy sky as the day goes on. So clouds increasing, and then right here, now we're into Sunday. And what happens is we get a strong southerly flow. We get a cold front approaching from the west. All this comes together, bam, right there over us as you get into Sunday afternoon. So I anticipate showers, some strong thunderstorms, maybe even some flood issues as we go through the afternoon on Sunday. The good news is it clears out pretty quickly, so by Monday it is much, much cooler. In the meantime, again, a nice start to our weekend. 70 in Lebanon, 75 Harrisburg, 71 in York. So tonight we keep it clear. We'll touch into the upper 60s. Then tomorrow, sunshine to start, increasing clouds, 87. And then Sunday is the day to keep an eye to the sky. Showers, thunderstorms, and they will be strong through the afternoon with a high of 84. So just how cool next week? I'll show you that with the 7-day in just a few minutes. Now let's get you caught up with Lara.
Thank you, Tom. A warning now for people traveling to Florida. More cases of Zika have been linked to Miami Beach, bringing the total number of cases in the city to 35. The CDC is now telling pregnant women to avoid Miami Beach. Florida health officials were considering making the beach a Zika transmission zone, but so far they haven't. Active transmissions are still contained to a small neighborhood. And check out this map put out by the CDC. You can see PA is in the dark blue color over there. It's one of the states with the most travel-related Zika cases. And at last check from the State Department of Health, there are 74 of those cases here in PA. The Northeast region is a hot spot too. CBS 21 Sarah Small is live now from Harrisburg East Campground with more on what people are doing to protect themselves. Sarah.
Hey Lara, well, hanging out here at the campground is actually pretty common for people who enjoy all of Pennsylvania's nature. And even though mosquitoes with Zika aren't in the state, there are concerns about it, and people here are taking precautions.
And I had no idea it was already up here, so that's new.
Lynna Wright of Houston, Texas, loves the outdoors, but of course, not the bugs down south.
They're bad. They're so big you can put saddles on them, actually.
So last October, when she knew she'd be in the Harrisburg area for work, she packed up her RV and dogs and hit the road. But what she didn't know until I told her today was confirmed Zika cases have been found in PA.
Shocking, actually. I thought we were at such a high altitude and kind of in the north so much that it was kind of centrally focused in the south, so it was very, very surprising.
Lynna has been keeping an eye on Zika for months.
I'm trying to stay current on it because I've got a lot of friends that are pregnant right now in Texas.
And now that she's enjoying the great PA outdoors,
we use bug spray with DEET in it.
She's taking precautions.
I've got to be real careful with the DEET, but I'd rather be safe than sorry.
Doctors nationwide are urging people to do exactly what Lynna is doing.
I think many people want to be tested, but you always wonder, but do you have a bug spray in your purse? So as you're going to get tested, do you have bug spray in your purse? And that's really what you have to focus on.
While the State Department of Health is on top of the Zika virus, campers can't help but try to keep those pesky bugs at bay for fear of something worse.
And I was just saying 3 days ago, I haven't seen any mosquitoes up here. And then 2 days, the humidity and the rain we've gotten, they just came pouring in.
And the state does have an emergency action plan for the Zika virus. For more on that, you can head to CBS21.com. Live tonight in Swissaira Township, Sarah Small, CBS 21 News.
Thanks, Sarah. Researchers at a Baltimore hospital are looking for people to volunteer to get the Zika virus, but at least they're getting paid. It's to help develop a vaccine. The study will begin once the temperatures start to dip and mosquitoes aren't biting. It's called a human challenge study, when otherwise healthy people get the virus to mimic natural infection. Scientists will track how their bodies react. A Dauphin County man already in jail for sexual assault is facing more charges tonight. Police say Brock Ferguson had sex with girls who were 12 and 13 years old. Police say both assault cases happened last month near the Elizabethville Park. They're now asking for parents to talk with their kids because more victims could be out there. We spoke with experts today to find out how parents can start that discussion.
Saying, you know, your safety is what's most important to us, and if somebody has hurt you or if you feel like somebody tried to do something to hurt you, it's more important that you tell us about that so that we can protect you.
There is help available for victims. We've posted some information on CBS21.com. Just click on this story. And police say a 13 and 10-year-old are behind a burglary in Lebanon County. They say the kids broke into a business on Lehman Street and stole cash from the register. It happened overnight Sunday into Monday. Both kids are facing charges and referred to Lebanon County Juvenile Probation. And tonight, a deadly crash on Route 15 in York County has some people questioning the safety of the road. At issue is a left turn. This is the intersection right here, and police say the driver tried going from Hickory Road right over here and making a left turn northbound onto Route 15. Police say the driver tried to cross over but was hit by a tractor trailer before she made it. We now know that driver is Geraldine Thomas of Dillsburg. People in the area we spoke with today say turning left onto 15 is an issue every day.
All the side roads that come off 15 make me nervous when I drive through there, both during the day and night. I always worry about a car not seeing me and pulling out.
PennDOT says the road is on its radar. They have a project in the works that would eliminate left-hand turns in some places. Road work could start as early as next year. Continuing coverage now of Pennsylvania's former Attorney General Kathleen Kane. Although her resignation started yesterday, some state legislators are still pushing to impeach her. A state House panel is considering making the move so that Kane can't be elected to office in the future. They say her conviction underscored the need for legislative action. Kane was convicted of perjury last week. Right now, 40 local firefighters are returning home after volunteering to fight wildfires in Montana and Idaho. They flew into Harrisburg International Airport tonight. We caught up with them at the Lower Swedera Fire Company before they head home tomorrow.
One of the personal experiences that we had on this trip was we went to a restaurant and someone actually paid for our food and wrote us a note thanking us for the effort that we put out. So it's neat to have that personal touch on people's lives.
The trip not only gives our firefighters a chance to help other states out, but it also gives them valuable training that they can bring back here to PA. New details tonight on a man who's charged with murdering a Penn State professor. Police say Ronald Bettig was pushed off an 80-foot cliff to his death. Police now say the man who reported him missing is actually the man who killed him. 39-year-old George Ishler Jr. and a woman recently went to Rehoboth Beach with the professor. According to officials, Ishler got mad at Bettig and reportedly told the woman he was thinking about drowning the professor. Instead, police say he lured him back to a quarry in Center County and pushed him to his death. The motive is still unclear. And in Lancaster County, a new email tip line has been launched to report animal abuse. This comes after the executive director of the Humane Society, Susan Martin, had her authority as Humane Society police officer revoked. The tip line will be monitored by a detective who will vet the leads and refer them to the respective police departments. You can always access the link on CBS21.com. The Harrisburg Police Department is making preparations for tomorrow's March for Earl Pinckney. He was a 20-year-old who was shot and killed by police earlier this month during a domestic dispute. People are gathering for the rally at 4th and Emerald Playground at 3 tomorrow, and we'll have a CBS 21 News crew there. Covering election 2016 now, Pennsylvania has made the switch from battleground state to one that's leaning Democrat. That's according to CNN's latest electoral college map that you see right here. It was just released this evening. New Hampshire and Virginia have also switched from swing states to leaning blue. They say the change is because of Donald Trump's slump in the polls. And in the national polls, Democratic nominee Hillary Clinton has a narrow lead against her Republican rival. According to the Pew Research Center survey, if the election were held today, 41% would support Clinton and 37% would support Trump. But after Trump's suggestion that the 2016 election will be rigged, a new poll says he isn't alone in thinking that. Only 38% of Trump supporters are, quote, very confident that their vote will be counted accurately. Clinton supporters are a little more certain, 67%. But overall, half of all registered voters don't think their vote will be counted correctly come November. And new tonight, a federal judge has ordered Hillary Clinton to answer questions about her use of a private email server, but she won't have to go under oath. It's part of a long-running public records lawsuit filed by Judicial Watch. The group attempted to have Clinton answer questions in person and under oath, but the judge ordered she'll only have to answer questions in writing. Judicial Watch is among several groups, including the Associated Press, that have sued the government over access to records about Clinton's service as Secretary of State. Incredible video from the back of a cop car. What happens when a suspect gets sucked out the back window? Next. And which PA grocery store is the first to sell wine since the Prohibition? Tom.
And our weekend off to a gorgeous start, but it doesn't end that way. We'll talk about the rain and its timing in your First 20 forecast coming up.
You're watching CBS 21 News at 11.